are getting NBA 2k26, you're gonna want to make this T-Mac build. I am telling you, it literally has zero weaknesses with literally the strengths: elite finisher, flies down the rim, premier perimeter defender, and sticks to the middies with no hesitation. But yet we still get limitless. As you know, this year 6'7s, 6'8s, 6'9s, 6'10s are all back. So this T-Mac build is going to be absolutely cracked. I know, it literally rhymes. But we are going to do more raw footage, so if I mess up words or I missay something, I am going to let it roll, because I love when I call Shy Gillis, aka Shea Gillis, and people comment in the comment section like, bro, Shy Gillis, with a meme of Shy or Shane Gillis, bro, absolutely hilarious. So we're going to keep it raw. But 6'7s are back. 6'4s are going to be meta at the beginning of the game, but if you are watching this video after, week 3, when your build can go up to a 99, because off a rip, 85, you're going to have to probably go a 6'4. After you hit rebirth and get a 93, 94 overall, make this T-Mac build, because it literally will be able to do everything. You will get contact dunks, limitless, 89 midi, which will give you set shot on literally legend. And you're going to mix that with T-Mac's signature size up and Zach LaVine's dribble style, so you are going to be able to actually move on this with a perimeter defense, a block, a speed, a little bit of strength with layups, so you can finish if it pulls you out of the dunk animation, because some years, it pulls you out, bro, sometimes. And with Mike Wang saying that floaters are going to be overpowered, you know what I'm saying? You got to have the high layup, and I kept it. And with the cap breakers, you can really go anywhere on this build, and it will be dominant. For random rec, for threes, for twos, ISOing, you can literally play anything you want, but maybe not Pro-Am 5v5 in a, League SEBA series, but anything else but that you could be able to do. And I absolutely love it, and I played and dribbled on it all day at Community Day, and it fell in love with it. So when I hit 99, this is the build that I'm going to make, unless they put the Ja Morant above 6'5". So if they do that, the build is going to get tweaked. But the first thing you're going to fill out is your name, your last name, your left hand, right hand, your jersey number, and then you're going to go shooting guard 6'7", 204, 7-foot wingspan. So you can get a 99 driving dunk if you want to end up tweaking the build. But the first thing you are going to do when you get on this build is put an 83 three-pointer. With putting an 83 three-pointer, you will get limitless on bronze, which you could even eventually +2 to gold if you want to, if you are a three-point shooter and you don't want to sit corner the whole game. Next, you're going to go to a midi and go to a 89, because midis are literally overpowered this year, which will give you set shot on gold, but you can use that as a +2 to get it to legend. With Deadeye, you could +2 to get that to Hall of Fame if you want. There's so many options with this build, because you are going to have to hit midis. Their green window is literally huge in NBA 2k26, so make sure you have midi on your build. Now, the next thing, you're going to go ball handle to an 85. 85 gives you a T-Mac signature style with handles for days and unpluckable on silver. Ankle assassin, bronze, and strong handle will go up once we put the strength on the build, so do not worry about that, because you're going to have to be able to dribble. You can dribble on 6'7s, you might as well play on a dribbling build in NBA 2k26. Now, for speed with ball, you're going to go 75. 75 will give you Zach LaVine and lightning launch on silver, and that is the only thing you need, and you don't want to waste the attributes, so that you can put the attributes somewhere else instead of ball handle to an 85 or an 80 for nothing when you're going to use Zach LaVine. I go past that 71. That will give you bronze, versatile, visionary, and break starter with a silver dimer. Okay, yes, it's raw footage. I'm going to keep going. These playmaking badges are all you're going to need on a 6'7". I went 85 perimeter, but I noticed you could probably drop it to an 82 or 83 for challenger on silver, because you don't really get anything at 85. They moved that, and I didn't even notice it when I made the build. So make sure if you want, you could change it, or if you plan on +5ing it to a 90, you can keep it that way. Now, I go 79 steal for silver glove and silver interceptor, because you are only going to get lane steals or bump steals if you're in the perfect spot for perfect time. So you are not going to be that dominant on steals unless you are IQ-wise there. Block, I went 68, which doesn't give you the badge right now for high flying denier, but once I put my vertical up to get the contacts, it will give me pogo stick and high flying denier. So just because you see it now does not mean it won't be on the build. Now, for the next thing, I went defensive rebound. Defensive rebound, I put up to a 60 so that I can help out with box out beast and rebound chaser on bronze, so that you can actually get boards and help your centers out, or help in twos get a board if the center shoots and you're on defense, just to be able to out-rebound over these other guards. Now, for speed, I went all the way up to, I believe, an 86. And you are going to see a lot of these 6'7 builds or 6'8 builds with 80 speed. I don't know why these YouTubers are doing that. I would feel like I'm on a 7-footer. But with this agility, you get on-ball menace, pick dodger on silver with slippery off-ball on gold. You could eventually +1, +2 those if you wanted to. Now the strength, I go up perfectly to 67, which will give me strong handler and physical finisher on bronze. But physical finisher is going to go up. We just have not touched the layup, okay? I promise you. Strong handler, if you wanted to put that to Hall of Fame, you could for the +2. Vertical, you have to go to a 75. 75 will help out with your contact dunks and gives you the high flying denier and pogo stick, like I said earlier in the video. So make sure you are putting that up to a 75. Now, for the finishing I love. For standing dunk, I went to a 45 because you can actually get standing dunks on this build. Driving dunk, you go to an 87. Make sure you're going all the way up to an 87 so you're getting the max amount of contact dunks without spending 1,000 attributes. Because 89 is close, but you can use your cap breakers when you hit Vet 2 to go there. You can go ball handle, you can go wherever you want, but I would probably go driving dunk and vertical just to make it more fun. So when I use my T-Max signature size up in my Zach LaVine dribble style, I could drive by somebody and get a huge contact dunk on that center that is sitting in the paint. And last but not least, driving layup, I went to an 80 to give you float game and physical finisher silver with layup mismaster on bronze. I butchered it. I am not repeating it, brother. I like the raw footage. Eat me, brother. But these are the final badges that you are going to be getting on this build. Yes, driving dunk, three-pointer, midi, you could do anything you want with this build. And yes, it comes out as a prime Tracy McGrady build. Eddie Jones and John Starks, I've never heard of the other two, with a two-way mid paint creator, which is absolutely fire. I like the names that are like that, with no big weaknesses to report. So this build can do everything. Yes, burp mid play. Now, you are going to want to make sure that you have on Zach LaVine dribble style. You only need a 75 speed with ball. Put it on, I'm telling you. Now, the next thing is a T-Max signature size up, which is an 85. So you have to make this build correctly with the ball handle and the speed with ball to get those. Now, you want to be able to dunk on people. I do too. Hit your cap breakers. Go dunk on somebody. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you are new. If not, share it to your mom. I don't make the rules. I literally just enforce them. I'm like the mall cop, brother. But this build will be dominant in NBA 2k26. Maybe not day 1, but literally day 7. Once you unlock Rebirth and get your badges and upgrade. But if you need another build like a Curry mixed with John Morant, make sure you are going to my page. I have dropped 2 point guard builds, 3 center builds. Literally look. 3 different Draymond, Jokic, and a Rudy Gobert build, which is literally a footer inside, footer popper, and a 6'7" meta stage build if you are playing the threes, and of course, a LeBron James prime build. But I hope you have an amazing day. I'm out. Peace.